Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmadu wa nusalli wa nusallimu ala rasulihil kareem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you to speak on a topic that is, in a way, a passion for me. And the reason why it is a passion for me is exactly why I chose it as a career. In our contemporary world, there's a general stereotype that Islam and science are contradictory, or don't go hand in hand, or in a way are two ends of a spectrum. But what I wish to convey here today is that Islam and science do go hand in hand. In fact, science itself is a branch of Islamic knowledge, which in Arabic is called ilm an-nafi', which means beneficial knowledge. Now let me tell you a fact before that. In today's day and age, most parents, especially in the Indian subcontinent, want their children to become either doctors or engineers. जैसे माँ बाप ने कहा बेटा डॉक्टर बनेगा तो डॉक्टर बना दिया, बेटा इंजीनियर बनेगा तो इंजीनियर बना दिया. But what is the driven motive behind these two career choices? Obviously, it is because these two careers make a lot of money. But is that the correct driving force? Obviously not, because as a Muslim, one should have three primary goals. Number one is for the raza of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two is to further or advance the goals of the Sharia. And number three is obviously to serve humanity. So it was due to these driving motives that the Islamic civilization had produced in our past amazing Muslim scientists such as Al-Biruni, Ibn Rushd, and Abu Sufyan, who had discovered the circulatory system. Bio students, very important, right? But the key point here is that why were Muslim scientists so successful in their past with their contributions in the field of astronomy and in the field of sciences, due to which many of the modern inventions are based on them. Whereas today, we hardly find Muslim names on the horizon. Well, the reason is because these people had akhirah as their main focus, whereas the people today are more concerned with the fame and money involved. And this attribute of theirs can be explained by the hadith. If you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, dunya will worship you. But if you worship dunya, it will just wear you down. Now let me describe to you how their goals led to their success. The progress in the field of astronomy by Muslim scientists was inspired by the religious obligation to determine the Qibla and prayer timings. For example, Muslim astronomers such as Ibn Sim'un had invented the compass with the goal to find the Qibla. In fact, he was also a muazzin, the one who gives azan. Now, how many muazzins do we know today who are also astronomers? Quite rare, right? Similar contributions such as the sundial, which was invented to determine the prayer timings or the salah timings, and many others which were the foundational steps to many of the modern inventions in the field of astronomy. Another reason why I chose this field as a career is because in the little research that I have done, I have noticed that many of the Muslim contributions have been sidelined. For example, do you know who the original inventor of algebra is? It is Al-Khwarizmi, a Muslim mathematician from Persia, who has also made significant contributions in astronomy, trigonometry, arithmetic, and pretty much everything we've been learning since grade 6. But why is it that we don't find their names so often in our textbooks? So, with this career choice, as they say, I would like to set the record straight to inspire our fellow youth to look beyond the horizon and create new dimensions in the field of Islamic knowledge, in the field of Islamic science, with the sole purpose to serve humanity and for the sake of Allah, for the raza of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah for listening to me patiently.